Welcome back to Talk.Avi, where I, Avi, talk to you guys about whatever it is on my mind. So without further ado, let's get into it. I just released the very first episode, the pilot episode, to my original animated series created by gamers for gamers called Shamer Gamer Squad. So a couple of years I had this idea for an animation. I wanted to make something that could be relatable to gamers. I wanted something that could be fun, a little bit adult humored, just something to make that I think that I would enjoy watching. So I decided to write a pilot script and then search for an animator. I ended up finding one that was perfect, fantastic. I actually work with him on Cartoon Hookups now, and that's been awesome. You guys might see me on there quite a lot. Lately I've been voicing for them tons. But things didn't really pan out with Jimmy because he is a very busy man. So I ended up just kind of scrapping the series because I had no one to animate it because my budget was a big fat zero. It was more of a passion project than it was something that I could really offer a substantial amount of money for an animator to do that amount of work. Because animating, even just a 1-minute clip, is quite tedious and time consuming. So things did not work out. Shamer Gamer Squad died. But then fast forward to about late last year when a person named Lucas from Lucas Dimensions YouTube channel decided to reach out to me as a fellow Michigander YouTuber and wanted to collab on something. So I said, "Oh, you're an animator. That's amazing. I love your style. Would you want to animate a series with me?" And that ended up working out, and we picked up the series together, started working on it pretty consistently. We thought it was going to be somewhat faster than it turned out to be, as this was the biggest animation that Lucas had ever undertaken. So for that reason alone, it's taken kind of a while. We only have one episode done. So the first episode of Shamer Gamer Squad is out, and I'm very proud of it, and I'm proud of the people that worked with me, and I think we really did something awesome. So I'm really counting on you guys to help me get this off the ground. I would like it to get a little bit of attention, views, likes, comments, that sort of thing. So if you could take 5 minutes out of your day to watch the video and then leave a little bit of feedback, that would be wonderful. And share it with your friends. As this is only the pilot and we want to do an entire series, we definitely need the support. So check it out and let me know what you think. In other news, I just got my nose pierced. Right there. You probably can't see it very well, but it's just a little shiny stud. It's right now healing, and then I might switch to a ring once that's done. It hurts really, really bad when you get your nose pierced, because it's like thick cartilage that you're going through. So if you can handle very intense pain for approximately like 30 seconds, then you can handle getting your nose pierced. You have involuntary eye watering that happens. Just one side of your face just pours water. That's just something that your body does naturally, so that's cool. I've had my nose pierced twice now on the same side, but the first piercing was not in the correct spot that I wanted it, so I redid it. And yeah, it's pretty interesting getting your nose pierced. I've now done it twice. I feel like a veteran at it. I would definitely say getting my nose pierced at a higher peak of pain than even my tattoos. So, and I've had my lip pierced as well. Right there, forever whole. I like getting piercings and tattoos, what can I say? It kind of felt like a badass moment when my piercer's like, "Yay, tattoos," and I'm just like, sleeve, unveiling my half sleeve. And I even totally forgot that I have a neck tattoo. I didn't even mention that because I always forget that I have it because I never see it. But it felt kind of cool to just like ka-ching and show him that because he was pretty impressed with, especially the Alice one. The Alice one is just beauteous. And if you want to know more about my tattoos, I made a whole video about it in my first Talk.Avi, so check that out. And another thing, I did get my hair cut. I chopped a lot off. After bleaching my hair as much as I did, I felt like my hair kind of needed a little bit of a revival stage. So I cut a lot off. I cut off about 6 inches, maybe 7 inches of hair. I still have my extensions, so if I do feel like rocking longer hair, I can do that. But for now, this is just kind of like low maintenance, repairal hair duty. And I don't know, I kind of like it. It's a little different than what I normally get. I got a little bit of a side bang action, or if you call it a fringe in your over the pond land, it looks pretty cool. So I just gotta learn how to style it. I usually just kind of like get out of the shower, towel dry my hair, and I let it fall where it lands because my hair is super thin, super straight, and I don't normally do anything to it. But now I kind of have to style my hair a little, so a little bit of learning for me how to do that. The last thing that I wanted to talk about dealt with relationships and just our generation of dating as a whole. Now, I have so much I could say on this subject, so I'm going to try to keep it pretty short. So what I wanted to talk about was people's fear of failure and rejection, which can apply to a multitude of things, but for this specific purpose, I'm directing it at relationships. We live in a culture where people want to hang out or people want to just chill or whatever, but they don't want to go on a date because the word date is scary. We live in a culture now where people are poly and don't really want to commit to just one person. We live in a world where we live in a world of choice now, where you can instantly swipe through a bunch of filtered faces to find somebody that'll make you feel accepted for even just the moment. Because I'm kind of a go-getter kind of person, and for me it's just too much beating around the bush or too much just searching for instant gratification and nothing long-term, that it's left me in this kind of limbo of like, should I even bother or should I just rock the solo game? Because for me, I like being single. I don't mind it. In fact, I prefer it in a lot of ways, but there are moments where relationships do shine. But it's just so hard these days to find somebody who's willing to give something a chance because the risk of failure is too scary. Or people who have ill intentions and are really just trying to get something out of you and not really something with you. Ugh, it is very frustrating. Sometimes I just want to shake people, like, what is it that you want? Just say it. What do you want? Because people are just so afraid of emoting their feelings or talking about the things that really matter to them, the things that are like in the inner workings of their mind that they're afraid to say because it might scare someone off. Well, if you're going to scare someone off with something that's really important to you, then scare them off. They were going to go away at some point anyway. Better to do it off the bat than later down the line when you're more attached. My point of this is I'm encouraging more of you to be more direct. Now, I'm not saying be disgusting and pervy with women or men, whatever you're into. What I'm saying is if you have intentions of wanting to try a relationship with somebody and you're still just in the hangout stage, just state how you feel. Even if it's uncomfortable, even if you're afraid of failure, just suck it up for a moment and go for it. The worst thing that can happen is you get rejected. But in that, you get kind of freed because then you don't have to worry or wonder about what the current stage of that was, and you can go on to something different that might be more progressive. Too many people in this limbo. Just stop that shit. Those are just my thoughts on the current relationship stuff since Valentine's Day just passed, and that was a big topic. Obviously, every time these love holidays come around, Sweetest Day and Valentine's Day, a lot of love talk happens, even for the single people. So, take some initiative, don't be a creeper, and take a chance. That's all I gotta say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, I will see you in the next one. And if you have any suggestions, questions, or anything, let's have a discussion in the comments down below. Until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!